Somebody tell me what Control W does. Is that gonna, like, fucking freeze my... I'll do it. It removed the fucking screen! It fucking removed... First video reacting to was an internet historian video, going camping at the end of the world. We reacted to internet historian videos before, but we've never reacted to this one. We've only reacted to, like, 2 in the past.
Oh baby, look at...
Just relax. Everything's totally serene. You're floating through a cloud.
I like this.
It's warm on your The end is nigh.
Holy f... The rapture!
We have the specific date. Soon the believers will rise, and the impure will be left below.
Is that Captain
So
Sparkle?
Get your affairs in order.
Captain Sparkles is
Take
not
your
unpure.
preparation officially end on May 21st, 2011.
Guys, the world ended 10 years ago! Over 10 years ago! No way. Guys, we are behind the ball on this one. Did you guys know the world ended 10 years ago? Oh, hey there! We're stopping today's video to tell you about today's sponsor, Scentbird. If you don't know what Scentbird is, it's a fragrance subscription service. And it's actually pretty cool. We're gonna be going over what I got today. And if you like it, you could possibly get this for yourself or one of your loved ones for this holiday season. This month, I got 4 of the Scentbird bottles. They actually come in these bags. You undo the bag, obviously, and then you get a little stick. They're actually really big and pretty hefty for a sample. You can use them for like 30 days. I think it said it was that useful for. And the way you open it, you actually just twist it until you hear a click, and then you twist it the other way, and then it just opens up. Spray it. I should have sprayed it on myself. I just sprayed it on my screen. Anyway, they actually smell really good. I went over all of them before I filmed this because I wanted to pick out which one was my favorite. My favorite was Hugo Boss Bottled Infinite, and it actually shows you all the ingredients on the back. These are all the ones that I got this month. I got Hugo Boss Bottled Infinite, Michael Germain, Michel Germain, Paris, Sexual Noir, Brioni, and Get a Room. They actually all smell pretty different, but they're all very good. So if you're interested in checking it out, make sure to check out the description for the link as well as the code on screen to use if you decide to get this for yourself or your loved ones to get 30% off for your first month. It's only $11 for the first month. So thank you for Scentbird for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching the sponsor. Now let's get back into the actual video.
May 21, there's going to be a terrific earthquake, way, way greater than anything.
That guy looks like he has been dead for 10 years.
And that'll be the beginning of Judgment
See, that's
Day.
what I worry. Yeah, off topic. I worry about that shit. You know when you ever, chat, you ever worry about that? Growing insanely old and just looking like a literal wrinkle? Like, you know when you go in the pool for a while and your hands get all, like, wrinkly and you're like, oh, I got grandma hands or some shit? I don't know what y'all call it. I worry about that being, like, the reality. Hey, it's Mario. Think it's up.
In late 2010, a campaign was launched to save some souls. They suited up,
Yo, what's up,
took
Joe?
to the streets.
What's up? Oh, I gotta fucking turn off TTS for this shit.
But it was more than just placards and flyers. Soon they were joined by a caravan of 5 RVs roaming the country, spreading the good word about the rapture. Thousands of people took it seriously. Many began selling their possessions. They were maxing out credit cards, taking on debt.
I was about to say, I don't remember this. But then again, in 2011, I was 9 years old. That's probably why I don't remember it. I look like a wrinkle in the mirror? Fuck off.
Even the news picked up on it.
The end is near.
Advertising was put on buses.
Not Maurice
in
reporting
subways.
on it.
A big expensive billboard was put up. Then another. Then another. Then 5,000 more.
Wait, hasn't this happened like multiple times? Like, wasn't there like one? Oh no, there was one in 2012. That was the Mayan calendar one, right? I know this is like the rapture, but I know there's been like 5 periods in the last 20 years where people are panicking about the world ending. Wasn't the world, everybody was saying the world was gonna end in 2020. Everybody was sure of that, I thought. Like, even before COVID, they were like, oh, it's 2020, that's sketch. The world's gonna end.
This quickly became the most expensive single event advertising campaign ever, totaling over $100 million just to tell people about a rapture on May 21st, 2011. Harold Camping.
Harold Camping!
So who is this hardcore gangster rapturist, Harold Camping?
He looks like a muff.
He was one of the biggest figures in Christian media. He had a show, Open Forum, hosted by his company, Family Radio. In 2010, it was a media empire, worth over $70 million. His message went out on over 200 millions. And when he says the world will end, a decent-sized contingent...
I don't mean to be an idiot here, but when they edited that in, I was like, there's no damn way that man streams on Twitch. And then I was like, oh, this was like a while ago before Twitch was like a thing. Par!
I can see the comment section filling up with edgy atheists and skeptics already. Listen, at first I also didn't believe Mr. Camping. I get it. There have been many people to predict the rapture before and get it wrong.
I just said that.
I looked at all the scientific data I could find.
Oh my god, he sounds dead too. He sounds like he is dead. I looked at all the scientific data.
Carbon-14 dating or potassium.
Fuck!
This time, it's different. Camping is coming at you with irrefutable evidence of the rapture because he's using math. So, Jesus died on April 1st, 33 AD. Now take the year 2011. That's a difference of 1,978. We times that by 365.2422.
Why?
And that gives you the number of days it's been since that, including leap years. That equals 722,449. Now keep that number in mind. Keep it in your head. Atonement. Now that's 5. Completeness. That's 10. And heaven is 17. Now we times them all together.
Wait, why is heaven 7? Whoa. You lost me. You lost me. You lost me.
That number in mind. Keep it in your head. Atonement. Now that's 5.
Why?
Completeness. That's 10.
Okay.
And heaven is 17.
Why
now
is
we
heaven
times
17?
them all together. And look at this. 850. Then we square that. And that's 722,500.
The world ended in 2011. The world ended in 2011. He had me up until he started giving number values to random shit.
5. Completeness.
Atonement is
That's
5.
10.
Completeness is 10.
And
Heaven's
heaven is
17.
17.
Why?
Now we times them all together. And look at this. 850. Then we square that. And that's 722,500.
The screen is a bit dark. Can you control with the screen? What the fuck does that mean? The screen's not dark. Somebody tell me what Control W does. Is that gonna like fucking freeze my I'll do it. It removed the fucking screen! It fucking removed. Ah! Yo, that actually pisses me off. Yo, clutch that YouTube remembers where I fucking was. Fuck you. Yo, shut up. Chat, shut up.
850. Then we square that.
Yeah.
And that's 722,500. A difference of 51. 51 days plus April 1st, 2011 equals May 21st.
Why
2000.
plus...
You did it, Mr. Camping. You've cracked the code.
That doesn't make sense.
And needless to say, his skeptics were...
Ben Shapiro! No, but his math was a little bit off. You can't... This math is concrete. Heaven with a value of 17. That's concrete math, okay? Why? I don't know. Somebody ban feeling like Tyler. And Bailey, thank you for the fucking 5 gifted.
He's got more to say than just the date. My boy is about to tell you how the whole thing is gonna go down. So God's gonna snatch up all the good boys. About 200 million of us. Everyone else?
200 million! Hold up. 200 million. That would mean that 7.6 billion of us would not make it. Wait, with a number that small, if the rapture happened and all the 200 million people got sucked up, you might not even know until like all the shit hits the fan. You might not even know because like no one around you might get fucking sucked up. Prince Philip. What do you mean is that Prince Philip? Charlie, thank you for the sub.
Pets. Even the cute ones. So dudes, you're getting left behind. Then at 6 p.m.
Wait, pets are getting taken?
Then at 6 p.m. exactly on Christmas Island, earthquakes are gonna start doodling all over the place.
Wait, why on
rolling
Christmas
their way
Island?
across the earth, taking out almost...
Christ, yeah, for sure. It's like based off the Bible, whatever. But Christmas Island is just a name given to some random island in the middle of the ocean.
Everyone at exactly 6 p.m. according to their time zone. Those earthquakes will then trigger gigantic tsunamis, 10 kilometers tall, and go as far inland as Colorado. Every soul left behind.
As far inland as Colorado. So you're saying if I live in, like, North Dakota, then I'm fine.
Now, let's not go lumping everyone in. Most Christian groups did not believe in Harold Camping's teachings. In fact, most Christian groups don't believe in predicting the rapture at all. and even consider it a sin.
What?
Matthew 24:36 specifically says that no man can know the day or the hour. So to try and guess at it would be to go against Scripture.
Didn't Isaac Newton try to predict the fucking rapture? Okay, I'm not sure about the credibility of this article. Isaac Newton apparently said the world was going to end in 2060. That is kind of scary for someone who invented calculus. Semicolon, however, comma, he also was into alchemy, which is fucking cuckoo for cocoa nuts crazy. So,
Accordingly, Protestant and Catholic groups denounced Mr. Camping's claims.
May 21st, he's a follower of Harold Camping. The scriptures do not teach that. No man knows the day or the hour.
In fact, even Camping's own producer at Family Radio said it was a bad
oh,
idea.
it's not cuckoo for cocoa nuts. It's cuckoo for cocoa puffs.
The big churches is corrupt anyway. So he ignored them and continued charging forward with his prediction.
There's just no reason in the world, no possibility.
If this was in like 2009 and he looked like this, then the odds were quite low. But I hate to be that guy. It's always the fucking idiots that believe in this shit. The fuckers that are like, the Mayan calendar predicted that this would end. What Harold Camping told me the world would end.
Do you think this thing is getting blown up too much in the media and
Little blocks
elsewhere?
thinking sub 2-1.
Before we go on, two important details. Number one.
Oh,
Family Radio
that
received-
crusty
Before we
ass
go on,
fingernail.
two important details. Number one.
Damn, that shit's dirty, dog. Fuck.
Family Radio receives most of its funding through donations, bequeathments, ads, merchandise, and sponsors, but mostly just donations. 2. Family Radio was established in 1959. Camping is the owner and CEO, but there are two other chairmen on board to keep him in check. Or at least there were. Those other chairmen were getting quite old and sick and having a tougher and tougher time telling Camping no to poor decision making. So by 2010,
You know what
Campo
bothers
took
me
full-
is when old people start getting like hair that grows out of their ears. I don't know if he has that because he has headphones in right now. You know, like really old men, when they have like white hair that grow out of their ear, that's gross.
So by 2010, Camping effectively had free reign over the company.
Hairy
Free reign
ears,
over
yeah.
its messaging. Free reign over its audience. And free reign over the spending.
Harold
By
Camping
early
was
May,
scamming us?
everyone was. It even caused Family Radio's servers to crash.
Yeah, what
Soon,
was
it
number
became
one? What was number one in 2011? What was popular in 2011? Was Flappy Bird out then?
And the internet did what it does best. On May 19th, Operation Rapture was conceived. Okay, lads. We wake up early on May 21st and throw clothes into the street. It's going to look
Yeah.
like a bunch of people were teleported to the afterlife, and hopefully,
Oh,
some of them are going to freak out. Well, they had a pretty good turnout, but it doesn't seem like anyone fell for it. Disappointingly, it seems like no one showed up for the pre-Rapture orgy organized on Facebook either.
Imagine going to that alone.
They got people together in the middle of town and filled a bunch of sex dolls with helium and attached them to balloons to transcend
Oh, that is
into
just
the
memeing
heavens.
on the idiots that were so serious about it.
It was a beautiful moment, and it made a lot
Oh,
of us
that's
reflect.
fucked.
Should have been a better person.
People also tried to make some cash off the situation. They offered to buy Camping's followers' stuff on Craigslist for pennies on the dollar.
Offering to buy on Craigslist raptured people's possessions.
There was also a famous eBay auction.
Oh, that is a high IQ play. The world's gonna end, man! Alright, well, that means you don't need your stuff, right? And he's like, yeah!
$100,000 post-Rapture insurance for only $19.99. But one startup did do quite well,
Dog sit for those called up to heaven.
based around taking other people's pets in the event of a rapture. And I believe they still operate today. So up next, we'll show you what happened on
Well,
May
so you hire them
21st
for when you
and
get lifted up and your dog's still here?
what happened to all those people who truly believe. But first,
My rhymes are fly. My
Ah, no. Yeah, no. We're not gonna be playing that clip.
Mr. Camping, I want to point out two other predictions. In 1806, Mary Bateman also predicted doomsday. Through a chicken. It was dubbed the Prophet Hen of Leeds because it started laying eggs with the message, Christ is coming,
How?
marked onto them. Locals saw the hen lay eggs with the message already written onto them. Can't fake that.
Hear me out. Yes, you can. You let the chicken lay the egg. Scribble on Christ is coming. Then grab the chicken and doing like a little reverse osmosis action. Right back in. And then you play it out.
Oh my god, people said, and many more flocked to the area to pray. Well, on inspection of the eggs, it was soon figured out what was going on. Mary Bateman had used a corrosive substance to etch into the egg, and then, a couple of minutes before everyone would gather around to watch the chicken lay, Mary would...
What did I fucking say? Everybody's like, Joe, how else do you think she did it? How else do you think she did it?
Oh dear. Come on, man. It's not funny. She was an interesting character, though. Claimed to be a witch. Poisoned a couple that same year with a deadly pudding. She was later tried and hanged in 1809. Strips of skin from her corpse were tanned.
Why would you claim to be a witch?
Also, shout out to 2012. Remember that one?
As December 21st, 2012 marks the end of the world.
Well, we came because it's the end of the world tomorrow, and we thought we'd better pop in here because apparently this place will be saved.
Yo, where y'all going? Where y'all going the day before the end of the world? Ruby Tuesdays? That's only if it's a Tuesday. If it's a Tuesday, okay, that's what I'll say. Say that the world ends on a Wednesday. I'm going to Ruby Tuesdays.
With accents like those, you would hope they'd be the first to go come the apocalypse.
Okay, let's get on with it. Let's take a closer look at some of the people who followed camping. Take Robert Fitzpatrick, 60, former government employee.
I had plans after I retired. I put them all aside. I feel as if I've been drafted.
He took almost all of his life savings, $140,000, to have 3,000 posters put up in New York City.
What a fucking idiot. I don't even feel like they're playing sad music. That's like your fault.
I'm not going to tell you I'm down to my last penny, but, you know, it's a good chunk of what I had saved up, sure.
Does it matter if you're down to your last penny, if the doomsday is coming?
No, it doesn't.
And he's not the only one. According to the LA Times, the Bauer family hopped in their minivan and drove across the country to see all of the big landmarks before it was too late. They really believed they were going to die. Worse still, the Ramsey family. The father quit his job. So did his mum. His younger brother quit high school. And his wife Marcia thought she was never going to meet her unborn child. Some of these people's lives got pretty fucked up.
No chance Gordon believed in that. Gordon Ramsay.
The day is here. It's rapture time. Here we go. Oh, Lord, I'm ready.
Bro, what do you do if you're that idiot that put all his life savings into fucking posters?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a rapture. Watch me, guys. Mr. Camping spent the day at home in quiet solace and contemplation, waiting for 6 p.m. But that's not what Mr. Fitzpatrick did. A confident Fitzpatrick marched into the middle of Times Square amongst a crowd of mocking bystanders, ready to prove everyone wrong.
6 o'clock. In 3 minutes. If it does not...
5 cameras in your fucking face. In 3 minutes, the world's gonna end.
...not happen, what will that mean?
I wouldn't entertain that question.
You're confident.
I feel like there would be a noise of some... Okay, now, I have no reasoning for this. But if the world was going to end in 3 minutes, I feel like there would be like, wah, coming from like the sky. You know what I'm talking? It would be like a Fortnite event. Yeah, it'd be like, wah, and then you would be like, ah!
Reading the Bible.
Here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
What does he do afterwards?
Uh-oh. Nothing happened.
It's 6 o'clock. What's going on?
Oh!
And by 6:03, Fitzpatrick's convictions turned to confusion, and it's pretty hard not to feel sorry for him.
I didn't water my plants. I didn't do the dishes before I left. I didn't expect to be going back home. But it looks like I will be going back home.
But look, just so...
Man, it's not even like, dude, believing that alone, like, that's like, fine. But, like, dude's, like, 60. And he has no money now. And he has no job. Oh, that's ass. That is so ass.
So we're clear.
Fries,
we're all still alive. And the rapture didn't happen.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. Why is Thanos twerking on my
Camping
screen
was
right
not
now?
in the same celebratory mood.
I'm ready to shoot myself or go on a boot.
People were crushed. confused, looking for answers. They showed up at Camping's church expecting to see him, but someone else was holding the congregation. Instead, Camping spent the day holed up in his house.
Give me a day. No interviews at all today.
But I'm wondering how you feel today about your prediction.
I'm bewildered. I'm very bewildered, and that's all I...
But what math? We went over chat. We literally looked at the math. It made no sense. It was literally just adding and multiplying random numbers. It wasn't like complex calculus and like thinking about the quantum mechanics and how particles like end and shit. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna multiply, like, I'm gonna give heaven the value of 17, and I'm gonna put my life on the line that this shit ends on May 21st.
On Monday, he appeared on his program. But this time, no open forum. But what he did have was a whole bunch of rationalizations. In fact, your boy was doubling down with another prediction.
Another date?
October 21st, 2011.
The same year?
And it will continue right up until October 21, 2011, and at that time the whole world...
Oh, it's over for me. I'm saying that right now. If I guess he's already guessed it wrong twice. They said he already guessed it wrong before. If you put your life on the line 3 times, saying you're so confident that the world ends, and it doesn't end 3 times, it's over.
Now, I know what you're gonna say, and okay, maybe he got it slightly wrong, but this time he has irrefutable proof of the rapture using math. Again. Then he looked in the book.
Wait. So he was wrong, and he waited 2 days, and then he had a definite answer. Calculating the end of the world only took him 2 days.
Book of John, which states they caught 153 fish. So, add 153 days to May 21st, making the new rapture October 21st.
It has nothing. Oh my god. You know what that reminds me of? Oh my god. Oh, fuck, dude. This reminds me of, and I'm not even lying, if you've ever taken physics, and now this is going to be probably really unrelatable, but I took physics my junior year in high school. I was supposed to take physics this upcoming fall semester, then your boy switched his major, thank fuck. Took physics. And when we would have a test, it's like a paragraph long statement with like 7 different types of numbers in it. I would, if I did not know the answer, I would do this. I would deadass in a physics test, I would just start adding shit. I would just be like, okay, I know half of the problem, and then I would just be like, I'm gonna add, because you have to use all the numbers, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's like 6 numbers in the problem. You think you're gonna use all 6 numbers. So I'd use like 5, and the last one I didn't use. So I'd just be like, I'm gonna tack that one on the bottom. I'm gonna tack that one on the end, that, just add it on. Just add it on. That's what he's doing. But with 153 fish. What does that signify?
How can you argue? It's flawless. Yes, Mr. Camping. Add the fish number. You've got it this time. On Tuesday, he opened the phones on his radio show, and it was the first time that his show was ever exciting to watch.
It was probably so
Why
bad.
didn't the rapture happen on May 21st? Don't cut me off yet. And why do you believe so much on it's going to happen another 5 months? You're really pathetic. I wasted all my money, and I sent it to you, and now I don't have nothing. I was putting my hope. You understand? I wish I could see you face to face. I'd smack you right in the...
What say you now? Calling names doesn't help anything.
After that, viewership steadily declined.
Yo.
Now, after his prediction for October 21st, the media asked him...
Oh, that's fucked.
Am I on cocaine?
No. They asked him...
Will you dissolve the company in October?
His response?
I am not the CEO. I'm a servant of God working here and...
Yeah, that doesn't. What the fuck? Yes, you are. Just because you're a servant of God doesn't mean you're not the CEO of your company. If there's no CEO of your company, how's your company running?
He has 1,000 ways of getting me out of here. We have to leave that question with the Lord, not with you or with me.
You can't leave. What if somebody just said, why not? I don't know. Government purposes? Taxes? Who's getting the money in your company? You can't just put capital G-O-D period. He's the CEO.
Because 2 weeks later, he had a stroke.
Oh, fuck.
I do hope he gets the message. But he didn't. A month later, he was back to doing his show. and he pressed on with his new prediction. By October 16th, though, he came to his senses. He admitted that no man could know exactly when the rapture would happen.
That's you folding. That's you folding before the day comes. You gotta triple down. You gotta quadruple down on that shit.
October 21st came and went. Finally, on November 1st, he retired from his leadership position at Family Radio.
Oh, wait, well, leadership position. I thought you said you weren't this.
Just under 2 years later,
I know, I gotta upload YouTube.
It wasn't me, it was him. Look at him. Get him. But look, I don't want to be too harsh. He was a flawed man. He messed up some people's lives. But in the end, he confessed his mistakes too.
Okay, Chad, I do have a question for you. Do you think he was actually, like, believing in it? Or do you think he was doing this to just, like, scam people out of money? Like, do you think this was, like, a money scam? You think he actually believed it? Yeah, no, I think this does seem like a scam. Because, like, bro, like, you're wrong, and then you just go... Because, like, if he actually believed in it, I feel like he would have came back with, like, a better calculation rather than, like, hey, I'm just going to tack on 153. Because that, I have nothing else I can do.
But not as much as they spent. As well as draining their funds, they sold off important radio stations to pay for a lot of the advertising. In the process, they greatly tarnished their reputation. They were bringing in scores of millions in revenue in 2011, but by 2012, it was down to single-digit millions. Now, this is still a substantial amount when you consider their operating costs were $26 million per year. And they couldn't rely on donations to make up the windfall because goodwill had dried up. Shows from mainstream Christian groups that Harold pronounced as corrupt were brought into the programming schedule. They announced they would no longer air the teachings of Mr. Camping. And finally, on their website, they removed the archives of Mr. Camping's audio recordings.
Wow. Pog. The world didn't end. Or did it?